made it abundantly clear that Nigerian citizens have the fundamental human right to own property legitimately without coming under either dispossession through illegal means, through the use of underhand tactics, either by non-state actors or by government officials themselves. And recently, about 48 hours ago, the Inspector General of Police, Dr. Kayode Ebotoku, made a very strong statement where he said the police of Nigeria, the Nigerian police force, are not involved in land-related matters or civil matters, except whereby the threat of violence or even violence itself or a breakdown of law and order is envisaged or has happened or is about to happen. That is a very commendable step. Well, barely 24 hours after this statement was made, it is very clear that most police operatives in other parts of Nigeria are yet to key in to that position of the law as espoused by the IGP, Dr. Kayode Ebotoku, particularly a case in point that has been drawn to our attention is the one that happened about 48 hours ago, almost the same day that the IG was making that statement. Some police operatives armed to the teeth escorted armed hoodlums to a property that is owned by Harmony Gardens and Estates Development Limited, a Lagos-based estate developer. The petition has already been filed with the Lagos State Government, with the Directorate of Public Prosecution, and the petition was also copied to us, and we are doing this press conference to draw the attention of the Inspector General of Police to take immediate, comprehensive, transparent steps to get his operatives all over the country to comply strictly with his operational guidelines, that they are not supposed to embark on illegal demolitions or dispossession or even land grabbing activities, alleged land grabbing activities of any individual in any part of the country. The police is supposed to be a law enforcement authority. The members of this institution ought not to be seen associating themselves with armed non-state actors who are also known as hoodlums in carrying out acts of illegality in any part of the country. And whereby this illegality has happened as it has been reported to have happened in Lagos, we are asking that the IG should immediately direct the police authority in Lagos, the Commissioner of Police is there, to institute a transparent investigation of these allegations that are contained in the petition that has been forwarded to the DPP, which we're going to reduce in summary. The summary of it we're going to read out. I hereby, just to give you a brief of what we're saying, the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, we're raising an urgent call for the IG of Police, Dr. Kayode Ebotoku, to investigate allegations of unlawful demolitions carried out by suspected armed hoodlums, allegedly accompanied by police. We found that these demolitions reportedly took place under orders from a DIG, actually a DIG, the name of the DIG that was being accused of authorizing the activities that was illegal activities that was carried out by the police is said to be Abiodun Alabi, a DIG. I think he's the one that's in charge of the Southwest or whatever. So we're calling on the IG of, and the Special Weapons and Tactics Unit, the person in charge of SWAT, was also being fingered as part of those that authorize the use of police illegally, which we are asking that the IG should investigate without any further waste of time, because this allegation is to the effect that the police action in helping the hoodlums to carry out the demolition was done without the authorization of the knowledge of the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State. Drawing a major point from detailed petition that we received and acknowledged by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, which we're going to forward to each and every member of the media that is here, we are highlighting a series of disturbing incidents involving a private investment firm that is based in Lagos, an estate business conglomerate that is called Harmony Gardens and Estate Development Limited. The petition claimed that on July 22nd, that is 2024, Modupe Oni Orishan allegedly took, along with him, some police operatives from Zone 2 and a group of armed hoodlums and launched as a surprise attack on the property of this company, Harmony Gardens, causing extensive damage estimated to exceed ₦1 billion. The petition described how the youths in that community who were angered by the action of these hoodlums and the police operatives, that is the youth from Oko Orisha in Lagos, apprehended the man that is being accused of undertaking the illegal demolition and the hoodlums, and handed them over to the Lagos State Police Commissioner, crack team. The Zone 2 police officers or operatives overseeing the forceful takeover were said to have fled the scene when the Commissioner of Police team arrived. The estate owner, Honorable Saheed Musa Dolowa, intervened to prevent the youth from taking the law into their hands against the person who brought in the hoodlums to undertake the illegal demolition of the property that destroyed the properties. The company owner urged them to allow the police to handle the situation. In the petition, the financial implications of this event have been significant. The alleged activities of this individual has led to substantial losses for the investor, including the alleged disappearance of payloaders that is worth 180 million naira. The damages inflicted during the attack on July 22nd add to the escalating losses, which now include extensive property destruction valued at over ₦1 billion. We are asking the Inspector General of Police to take immediate steps to investigate and deal appropriately with the officers implicated in this unlawful act. We are very much sure that if the officers that were alleged to have detailed these operatives are invited by the IG, those who carried out the action will be picked out. The Lagos State Police Commissioner should be mandated to conduct a comprehensive investigation into the allegations, identifying the police officers involved and ensuring that justice is served. We want to once more commend the IGP's stance that the police should not involve themselves in civil matters, such as land disputes, unless there is a clear threat to law and order. And in this case, you can see that there were clear threats to law and order, if not for the intervention of the managing director of Harmony Estates Limited in Lagos, who told the youth not to take the law into their hands when they arrested the alleged invaders, including armed hoodlums. This position of the IG aligns with global best practices and is crucial for maintaining the integrity and professionalism of the Nigerian police force. We also commend the media of mass communication that actually prompted the IGP, Dr. Kayode Ebotokun, to make that position clearly known to Nigerians. If not for the report that was carried out by the, I think, African Independent Television on a related civil matter that has to do with land, the IGP wouldn't have said this kind of a very clear statement that goes to explain what the position of the law is. So we are commending the media for always reporting matters that involve the privation of citizens' right to own movable or unmovable properties. We are commending not just the electronic media, but also commending the print media for also doing so much to expose official indiscretion and other illegal acts of police operatives all over the country. They should continue to report factually without being afraid of whatever is going to happen to them. The Nigerian people, the civil society organizations are strongly behind the Nigerian media, especially the independent media, and even the government media. So NTA will not be here. Even the independent media, because the government media also belong to all of us, the citizens of Nigeria. We are stressing the importance of enhancing interagency cooperation to ensure a unified approach to law enforcement and the prevention of criminal activities. Our call for investigation of this illegal demolition of the property of Harmony Estate Limited in Lagos reflects the broader public demand for justice and accountability within the Nigerian police force. We note that by addressing these allegations, that is, by the police authorities addressing these allegations promptly and transparently, the IG can reinforce public trust in the police force and demonstrate a commitment to upholding the rule of law. The petition that has been submitted to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution in Lagos, which was copied to us and we were notified, which is the basis for this intervention by way of media briefing, brings to light the broader issue of police conduct in Nigeria. It is claimed that the actions of certain police officers have not only led to significant financial losses for private investors, but have also undermined public trust in the Nigerian police force. The petitioners argue that without a thorough and transparent investigation, this incident will continue to erode the credibility of the police force. Therefore, this call for an investigation reflects the broader public demand for justice and accountability within the NPF. We are highlighting the importance of using proper channels to address grievances rather than resorting to media, blackmail, or other forms of public pressure by encouraging the public to follow lawful procedure. We aim to promote a more just and orderly society. And we're hoping that both the Inspector General of Police and the relevant authorities in the Lagos State government, particularly the Directorate of Public Prosecution and the Ministry of Land and Ministry of Justice in Lagos State, will stand by the rule of law and ensure that citizens who genuinely invested are not deprived of their right to own movable or unmovable property, which will amount to a constitutional breach. So we are looking up to the IGP to carry out a transparent investigation of this set of allegations to uncover the veracity or otherwise of these allegations. And if any police officer is indicted for any sort of illegal acts of illegal demolition of the property of this very company or others, because so many cases do happen in Lagos and are happening in Lagos, the police should not compromise in dealing decisively with these individuals. And this is where we are calling on the Police Service Commission. And we're urging the President to set up, to appoint the right number of commissioners into the Police Service Commission to reinvigorate that near moribund Police Service Commission, so that these allegations of disrespect for the principle of rule of law carried out by some police officers allegedly are dealt with swiftly by the Police Service Commission and the office of the IGP, so that public trust in the police will continue to be sustained and maintained. We thank you for your participation in this press conference. If you have a question to ask.